let's start with, ideally I'll do this first. There's like 4 chunks on here. I'll do this first one, 1 through 8, and then I think hopefully that'll be enough to get you going for the rest. So I give you in each one of these like a situation, and then I'm basically just walking you through the conditions. Like check this, check this, check this, check this. Did we meet this? Did we meet this? And then if we do, we're going to do the math at the end. So 800 students here at Mile High School. I want to know their average height. I take an SRS of 20 students. So what do you notice about that 20 right away? It's not big enough. So that condition's out. Find that the distribution of their heights is approximately normal. So that means my sample data is approximately normal. So that puts us back in the game. We're okay. Even though our sample is too small, our sample is normal. So we can continue. So is our population normal? It does not say that, so we cannot just assume that. Our sample is normal. Population, big picture, we don't know. Is our sample large enough? No. But even though our sample is small, I can look at it and say, okay, it is approximately normal, so I'm good to go. So are at least one of numbers 1 through 3 true? Yes. Are the observations independent? So does one person's height have an effect on the next person's height? They are. They are independent. There is no effect. They are independent. And then this, the small n is the small n and capital N. Small n is the sample, capital N is the population. So is our sample less than 10% of the population? Is 20 less than 10% of 800? Yes. Or at least one of the questions in number 5 true? Yes. Are the observations randomly selected? Yes, they are. How do you know that? Says SRS. And so then I want you to do the math. So we're good to go. We met all the conditions. So I want you to write it in words, symbols, numbers, and then the answer. That's our pattern on that template sheet I gave you too. So in words, statistic, plus or minus, critical value, times standard deviation of statistics. So words first, and then symbols. So statistic is a sample level, and we're doing means. So what's the statistic for a sample mean? Like how do I indicate that? X bar. Plus or minus. The critical value is going to be T star or Z star, depending on if we're in means or proportions. We're in means. If it's means, it's always T star. Times the standard deviation of the statistic. So we have the sample standard deviation. And what do we do with that? Divided by the square root of it. So that's words. That's symbols. Then we're going to put in numbers. So what is X bar in this problem? 68 plus or minus. I got to find the number for T star. How do I find the number for T star? Inverse T. Yeah, in your calculator. Did I give you a percentage? If I ever don't give you a percentage, it's 95. 95 is like the default. So if it's not otherwise stated, use 95. So then your T star, remember, is inverse T 1.95 divided by 2, comma, it'd be 19 in this case. Why did I choose 19? One less than the sample size.
Oh, yeah, I thought you said 18.
We're good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Some of you guys are cracking me up. I was walking around yesterday. I'm like, this says, you put the DF there. And this isn't wrong. It's just people would put, instead of 19, they'll put like 20 minus 1. Like they're so afraid to do that math in their head. Like, no, I can't do that. Let's let the calculator handle it. That's fine doing it. It's not real. I mean, it's fine. So your T star comes out to 2.09. Not taking any chances.
I didn't know what I was doing, so I was like, well, I might as well just.
What is S sub x bar? 3 divided by the square root of 20. And then I can calculate that. Like if I really want to, I can figure out 2.09 times 3 divided by the square root of 20. Add that to 68. Subtract that from 68, and I get my window. But it's way easier to have the calculator do it. So stats, T interval. So wait, it's stats, stat, tests, T interval. Then you put in the information. So they never ask you for T star. They're gonna like calculate T star on their own, but you need it to put in your formula here in your sheet. Everybody gets 66.6 and 69.4. What's up? We're at what questions? What are we missing?
I went to stats, tests, interval.
And then now you have a choice: data or stats.
Yeah.
You don't have the data. You don't have a list of all the numbers, so you use stats. How many got my interval here? Okay, what's the width of that interval? A number. That's true. How did Maddie get 2.8? It's 2.8. The width is 2.8. No, you are. You are. The width is the distance from one to the other. That's 2.8. What's the margin of error? 1.4. That's half of it. What's the point estimate? That's the number that's right in the middle, right? But don't we have it right there?
Yeah.
So 68. So really this is 68 plus or minus 1.4.
Hey, I got it now.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Questions on what I did there on that first set of problems? Should I do the next one with you, or are you on your own? I don't care. Try it, see what happens, we'll check it out. How about that? Good call. Good call. It'll tell you. Oh, you're gonna be funny and use the other word, meaning of the word normal. I get it. You're hilarious. What if there's a weird?
What if I'm in that population? Oh.
You didn't transfer to Celine? Thank God.
Oh, the same was trash. Isn't it?
So you should not be typing anything into your calculator really for that second. Because it turns out that the conditions are not met. So you're good until the very end. The population's normal for number 9. And so then the next two things don't really matter. The population's normal, you're just good to go. The next two are both no, but that's okay. Observations are independent. We're taking less than 10%. But then, are the observations randomly selected? Not. It does not say that. So then we technically can't do it. So on almost every problem on the AP test, it'll tell you it's random because again, they usually want you to proceed. But on a multiple choice, they could give you something like this: are the conditions met? Yes or no. So this could be like I went into like a senior basketball class and took 20 students. Like that's probably going to be a little taller than the average. It's not random. Yeah. So then you can't really do the rest. Is that all right for those? Let's try the next one then. Since we didn't really have to do anything there. Thank you. See, I'm a dad. Was that a dad's name? I feel like I don't have a dad.
My dad's, I was in my car in the garage and I could hear him from inside.
David already has a dad.
Two kids, I don't know.
Yeah, do you have a kid, David? So there's that word for the second, or that third one. Hey. Yep, I will. Yep. Let's do this too. After you find this, I want you to find the width, the margin of error, and the point estimate. actually rewrite it as blank, plus or minus blank. Just kind of brag symbols on that chart again. So just find your interval, yeah. So then try to find the width, margin of error, point estimate, and write it like blank plus or minus. How many have this interval? Like, how many are to this point now? Okay. Questions on getting to there? Anything? The questions, the steps, anything? So width, what I'm doing is just subtracting, it's just the range. So I am subtracting one of those, the smaller one from the bigger one. So the width is 1190. The margin of error, so if I went, the width is all, how's the margin of error related to the width? I'll check that. It's half. So you just divide that by 2, and the margin of error is 595. Your point estimate, 2 ways you can find it. You can find the average of those two numbers. If you just want to add those up, divide by 2, you'll find what's in the middle. But isn't it already on your paper? It's just that number right there. So 35,000. So if I wanted to write it in the plus minus form, it'd be 35,000 plus or minus what? 595. And if you took 35,000 and subtracted 595, what would you get? That number. If you took 35,000 and added 595, you get that number. Questions on that? Do the last one. Do the same thing after you find the interval. Do the width and the margin of error and all that same stuff. And I know we're not all the way there, like we still have a lot of things to understand, but is it getting a little more clear? Okay. The water is less murky. The what? Just hang on to that second sheet I gave you. We'll do it tomorrow. I'm not gonna get it for homework. I want to do it with you, but we're not gonna have time today. So here's the answers to that last one. If you get those and understand, you feel like you're good on that, then you're all set. If I can help you, please ask. Did I get something wrong? Which one? Did everybody get what I got? Okay. You guys make the same, still give the same wrong answer. I think this will help you kind of understand the big picture. Not a huge deal, but if you look at this template box, like we just spent a lot of time yesterday and today on conditions, right? So we kind of like narrowed in and our focus on checking conditions. What we just did today was also this math box. So what we're doing is kind of like attacking each little box and bring it down a little further. And you'll start to see the big picture a little more as we go. We have not learned everything. We've learned like the big overall thing.